Hi guys, welcome to the video. Today we're going to talk about breathing and bracing. Just because you're breathing doesn't necessarily mean that you are bracing. Okay, so they are mutually exclusive. Today we want to bring those two things together. This is especially important when we're looking at exercises where the spine is loaded. Think of the squat and the deadlift in particular. We want to make sure we are breathing and bracing correctly, and you will find the lift becomes a lot easier. So let's get into it. So when we're talking about breathing, we are in particular looking at the diaphragm. So the diaphragm is a muscle that runs across the bottom of the lungs, and it allows the air to get into the lungs. In doing so, we're pulling the diaphragm down. A good way of thinking of it is thinking of a cylinder, and the cylinder is being pushed down. Okay, in that process, we want to be bracing alongside that. So the way to think of the brace effect is we are going to be pushing our belly out. We're also going to be pushing our back out as well as we take a really deep breath in and pull the diaphragm down. Where people get a little stuck is thinking about bracing in a 360-degree manner. So it's not just the belly being pushed out, it's the back pushed out as well. So I'll give you a couple cues, a couple things to try for that. So we're going to lay on our back, we're going to pop our hands behind the lower part of the spine. We're going to take a really deep breath in. We're going to think of that cylinder bracing against the abdominals, against the stomach. We're also going to be bracing against our hands against the floor, and that's a really good cue to help get that 360-degree breathing, the bracing effect. Once you're able to kind of cue your back into your hands when you're laying down, take your hands away and see if you can brace into the floor. And that's a bit of a progression for you so that you don't have to use your hands to cue you. And once you're happy with that, then we can look at you lifting, breathing and bracing. So take a look at this next video. I'm going to be squatting, and you can see when I'm breathing in, when I'm breathing out, when I'm holding my breath, and how I'm bracing alongside that. So now we've seen how that plays out in a squat. Give that a go yourself. It takes a lot of practice, so don't expect to walk straight in and be able to do it. I would suggest practicing with light weights to start with. You might feel you get a little dizzy at times. If that's the case, re-rack the bar, whatever exercise it is that you're practicing on. Like I said, a good example where this is really going to play out in is the spine-loaded exercises. In particular, the back squat and the deadlift, they're probably the best examples I can give you where this breathing is really going to help. It helps in a lot of other exercises as well. So the reason we want to be pushing out against our belly, out against our back, and holding our breath in during an exercise like the back squat is that we want to increase the intra-abdominal pressure around the spine, and it just adds support to the spine. It reduces the chance of the spine flexing and extending during one of those spine-loaded exercises, which we really don't want the spine to move. We want to stay locked in, we want the tension high so that we can perform the exercise without any movement around the spine. So I hope this video has been of help. Do give us a like, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.